Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more Stalker Gamma. And, like I mentioned in the previous episode, we hired a guide, or rather we backpack travelled, to be honest, to the Dead City base, and I got lighting in the base, and much more importantly than just getting the lights up, I'll show you, I got lights that are permanently on. These lights will be maintained by everyone in the base here. These will not be my responsibility. I also set up a little table here for myself with a, a bowl and a mug. Also have a digital watch, ashtray, put a couple of plants around, and you may notice we now have two workshops as well. This one is for the ammunition, this one is for everything else. Also have an ammunition box right here. These are all the things I crafted, because got a lot of stuff to craft with, basically. Tons of materials. Still don't have a stove, but I don't really, I was gonna say I don't really need one. Not really, because I bought a gas stove, like a portable gas stove for myself. Also, the amount of money we have is a little bit ridiculous. At 70,000 right now, it's a bit more than I expected, I'll be honest with you. Having, spent solid amount, I would say, on a variety of things, but regardless, I'm also going to pick up an emergency repair kit so I can fix up the where is it? Whoops, sorry about that. So I can fix up the mask. Is at 93%, get that up to 99, and there we go. So this is the base currently. Like I said, I wanted to light it up a little bit, and that's what I did. Putting these lights up took about 2 hours. They're exactly the same as the ones over here, just the hue of the color of the actual light bulb is a little bit different, but there's not much I can do about that. Putting them up, getting them to run, and getting them to run self-sufficiently, meaning that I don't have to change the batteries on them every 2 days or so, took the better part of 2 hours and an intense modding session with both some help from the Discord server of Gamma and ChatGPT, which helped immensely, believe it or not, but it is what it is. I'm just telling you how it's set up. Now, it is a bit too bright, maybe, especially for a game like this, but it's supposed to be, right? This is how I wanted it to look like, because this is a safe space. And yes, I use that word partially jokingly, but it is safe. Ish. We saw how safe it was at the very beginning when there was a chimera right there. But listen, the idea is we're going to seal off that entrance, we're going to seal off the other entrance as well, leave just the main one, and put some extra stuff over here as well for protection and so on and so forth later down the line. However, we can't do that right now, not because of a lack of materials. I could get more of those. The main reason is I can't do that because of a lack of tools. I need advanced tools in order to be able to build some of the really cool stuff. I also put a little light thing here. I put a light thing above Aslan so he's not sitting in the dark, because his lamp isn't really, it's not really illuminating much, let's just say, and I put two over there as well. Anyways, Aslan, I've been following the trail of a stalker named Strelok. He's headed north. Any ideas how to get there? Recognize that name, guy knows like the back of his hand, so on and so forth. You want to go north? You're finally ready to bid farewell to this cruel world. No, I'm just asking, honestly. We're not going north we're not going anywhere near north yet. No. Best course of action. The best, don't go there. Second best, I suppose you should visit the Egg's Heads at Yantar, get some device to shield you from the Psi field. Done. Then talk with Gatekeeper. The bastard eats monoliths fanatics for breakfast. He helps hold the barrier and repeatedly fends off southwards incursions. Radar is only semi-sensible route. It doesn't sound great, but I don't intend to abandon my mission yet. Thank you, Aslan. Here's the thing. I thought I needed to take care of the machine in Yantar first. Turns out I don't, I guess. I've also noticed that in the bottom right corner it says demo. I apologize for that. It's because I've been, like I said, modding around with these things, and as you can see, you can't actually jump high enough to turn them on. And so I figured I should probably, there's going to be people interested in how I did this. you take a workbench, you put it under, you jump on the workbench, you turn on the light, and then you remove the workbench here. That's how I did it. It was the easiest thing. I tried using no clip and flying and stuff like that, but you can fly up to it, but you can't turn it on. So it turns out the most simple solution was the best. And aside from that, I needed to use the time factor cheats and stuff like that to test out whether these light bulbs actually work. And whether they actually deplete or not, because I wanted them, at least the ones here inside the base, to not deplete, because, well, none of the other ones deplete, right? These ones I never need to change, so I thought, you know what, if I'm going to put up all the money to actually buy the furniture and set it up and everything, the least the other guys could do is just keep the lights on, quite literally, so I think it makes a lot of sense from a roleplay perspective that I'm not in charge of buying the batteries every 2 days and replacing all of them, especially because it's such a pain in the rear to do. But yeah, other than that, that's all I did. And so I'm going to turn off debug mode in a second. I also upgraded this because I have tons of these low tier upgrades for the suit. Whoops. And I added that lurker hide as well, so now I'm a little bit more protected, but not really. And so the idea is we go somewhere. Army warehouses is one option because I need to talk to Gatekeep. However, the one thing this doesn't tell you is you can't talk to Gatekeep as a mercenary. Yeah, because Gatekeep will shoot you. He won't shoot you immediately, but as soon as he's done doing some other things, like, you know, whatever happens there when you talk to him, he will shoot you in the face. And so you need to wear a disguise when you're doing it. However, I do have capture enemy documents down towards Yantar, and I do have a stash in Agroprom, and an elimination target in Agroprom. And then down here I have this. So I reckon what I should do is we go down the same route we already did before, right? Except we don't go to turn off the miracle machine and... Oh, sorry, it is the miracle machine in the brain lab, because... that's suicidal. Now, instead of doing that, what I intend on doing is going past Yantar, collecting the documents that I need, going south towards Agroprom, checking the stash with the tools. Maybe there's advanced tools, maybe there's drug making kit, who knows? Either could be useful. And then, after all of that is done, my plan was to head south towards the swamps again, and now equipped with a much better weapon with a modicum of ammunition, I figured it would be an alright idea to go ahead and try and, you know, we're going through the city. We did unlock it, right? Might as well. Like I said, it would be a good idea to try and finish up with Clear Sky and help them out with their problems and all of that good stuff. And afterwards, we can see where that takes us. But first of all, got to turn off the debug mode, and I will see you in a second. Post-production juggernaut here. Well, the plan was sound, and I did it. That's exactly what I did. Unfortunately, I've lost the footage of me doing what I just said I was going to do, which is head down towards the swamp, and, well, first Agroprom and then towards the swamp. Fortunately, not much in the way of excitement happened. Yantar was pretty much empty. There was a poltergeist that was killed by some ecologists, so I didn't get to fire a shot. There was, I think, one loner in the whole mobile lab thing with eggheads in outside of Yantar. So I shot the one loner, and then that's it. And then I got a task to go to the wild territory. And I got a couple of tasks to go there, and I thought, well, you know what, that's not a terrible idea. And then I realized that the contract killing, which I had picked up, like, you know, days ago, the target for that moved to wild territory as well. So I headed there, crossed the little bridge anomaly, got scorched a little bit, fixed up the armor, wasn't too bad. Shot the duty and the free stalkers there, found the missing ecologists, dead of course, looted some of their gear, got a whole bunch of stuff, and it wasn't really exciting up until the point where I had to fight like 4 dutiers in that little sniper corner thing. But like I said, I lost all the footage for it. Why did I lose the footage for it? Because both audio channels just stopped working, and I'm pretty sure at this point it's an OBS thing, not a me thing and my audio setup thing. I will look into it after this, obviously, but that's what happened. And so I left Wild Territory, came towards Agroprom, and that's where we have this. Now, it's going to be 10 minutes of no commentary, because, again, the microphone for this segment just decided not to work for some reason. I didn't pay enough attention for these 10 minutes to actually notice it. I only paid attention later when I, found cover and realized, whoops, looks like the microphone isn't working. But I promise you, it's going to be a bit different. It's going to be 10 minutes of no commentary, just gameplay, but it's worth watching. There's a few close calls. A lot of it is at night, so the visibility is going to be kind of poor, but it is worth it. The idea is there are 2 stashes in Agroprom, 2 yellow stashes, so 2 very important stashes containing tools. I need to get to both of them. I need to do 1 contract killing, and after that I need to get out of there. And initially I wanted to go to sleep, and so for the first 5 minutes or so, I'm trying to go up to that cabin and try and go and sleep there, but I realized that I don't have any sleeping pills because I either sold them or misplaced them or whatever, and so on and so forth, but I don't want to spoil too much. Trust me, it's probably not what you're used to the next 10 minutes, no commentary, but it's worth a watch, because there's some really close calls there, especially with the fact that I'm running out of medication, and we've made it. And it's really cool that we did. So check out the next 10 minutes, and after that we go into a segment where the microphone works again.
стирает мозги. Как наждак.
One down!
Мужик, я тебя достану! Зверьё тупое. Слышь, от меня не уйдешь! Смотри в оба! Закончил!
Не балуй, оружие спрячь.
Okay, well, still can't believe that I didn't realize I didn't have any microphone. Or it's just, I mean, I did, speaking into it, just didn't record anything. Still can't believe that was a thing. But now that we're back with an actual microphone, I've been guarding this little tunnel for a while now, and they haven't come after me yet, so I reckon they've moved on with their lives by now. Or they're searching somewhere else. Either of the two works for me. I'll switch over to the shotgun. And I'm going to take a look at where to next. I think we should go towards the swamps, but I'd rather sleep through the night, honestly. The only problem being I can't really do that anywhere nearby. I mean, I can do that at the clear. I can do it at the Clear Sky Outpost, but going through all of this in the middle of the night doesn't seem like the best option, I'll be honest with you. And so a part of me is thinking I go back into the tunnel and sleep here, but the problem with that is I can wake up with loners on top of my head, because yeah, I mean the four. Yeah, sorry, I'll let go of the rifle. I understand your hesitation about that. I mean, the one option I have is to, like, sleep here. But I'm not tired enough to sleep yet. However, that's not going to be true for long. In fact, if I take this glucose shot, I think I'm going to be tired enough to sleep. Yeah, definitely. Right? Yeah, there you go. I think this might be a solution. Sleep until, like, 8. And there we go. Okay, so the 2 corpses I left there this morning, or last night, sorry, are still there. And then the 4 guys are all ecologists. Okay, good. Loads of radiation in the area, but I'm fine. I'm protected by all of this.
I need a drink.
And now, I can just hydrate in peace. And it's not crystal clear outside, but it's a lot better than it was last night. And I suppose that's fine. It's more than we could ask for, honestly. And so now... now we get to pick where we're going. Have a contract killing in the garbage. That's kind of funny. It's, yeah, we're gonna leave that for later. He's gonna move somewhere more reachable, if I can put it like that. We're going to the Great Swamps. And as much as I would love to follow these ecologists around, they don't really have any enemies. So they're not going to serve like a great warning system. Or much of a warning system at all. Bandits, on the other hand, a great warning system. It's just that the 2 are going to come into conflict now, and it's going to be a bit of a problem. Though we do get to watch. The bandit did not stand a chance. Kind of rare that the mercenary gets to be sort of the observer in the whole situation, right? Like, usually I'm the one that has to charge forwards or run away. either way, but I'm the one that has to do the moving, right? But this way, a little bit more interesting, I would say. Okay, let's switch over to this. Let's save here, because I don't want to have to go through that entire sleep and morning meal routine again. That is a dutier, and I don't know what shot him. And or killed him. Am I thirsty again? Really already? I'm fine. Doesn't look like there's anyone around the fireplace. Say that, and then I see the bandit. Boo! Got anything to sell? Old leather gloves. Don't need that, thank you. Alright, let's keep going. This way, just steer clear of the anomalies, but also check to see if there's any artifacts near these things. No, right? Okay. Actually, don't need to have the detector out. It'll show up on its own. Ooh! Oh, there's one right there. Like a field of anomalies here. Gotta be careful. And then, if I remember right, this is where I shot someone trying to cross last time. His visibility here isn't the best for the enemies, and I have the high ground and all that. But the point is they can wander here as well. Okay, bit of a spike there. Which is to say something loaded in and is now on his way to kill me, right? That's that how the game works? Not really. It'd be kind of funny though if it did. Although, that doesn't mean I'm not going to take the shotgun out and you know, be fully ready for a chimera to jump on top of my head as soon as I said that. Okay, more anomalies here. Should be safe by the fence like last time. I think I'm using the exact same route as well. Yeah. Avoiding the giant light thing. Ball of light thing that's instant death, and we make it to the end. Okay. Here we go. The Great Swamps. Not my favorite place in the world. I think I mentioned why on multiple occasions. But with the proper weaponry, yeah, proper equipment and all, doesn't necessarily have to be the worst thing ever. I think what we should do is, given that the fact that there's nobody here right now, set this as our primary goal and go there immediately. Because I can still see, or I can still hear the firefight happening. And I get the feeling that if I run to the place quickly enough, I might be able to... How do I put this? Maybe not gain some advantage, but I might be able to use the fact that the army's fighting someone else and not have to solo the entire thing, which is all I'm looking for, like a tiny bit of help. Because usually, thus far on all of these missions that the brilliant minds of Clear Sky have sent me on, I had to do them alone. against somewhat overwhelming odds. And it has just come to my attention that I'm fighting against the army, which will probably have some pretty good armor plates. It has also just come to my attention that I'm probably doing this wrong by approaching from the wrong side, although... And there he is. Might not be the wrong side after all. Save, because remember we do have one more try in case this goes wrong. It went wrong. It went wrong rather quickly. Okay. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do at all. That is. It's not.
Threat eliminated.
How do I put this? It's not humanly possible for them to be able to quickly... for them to be able to shoot me so accurately. It's not humanly possible to land headshot after headshot like that. It's really not. It shouldn't be, at least. Fuck! Yeah, yes, I'm a little bit upset, in case you couldn't tell, because I've lost the life I oh so cherished. In the extra life that I had. And now the game's freezing. Oh, lovely. Okay, come on. I think... And there you go. Now we start with the perfect shots. That was... all the leeway that was given me.
Goddamn Ruskies!
You see that? Like, directly to the left leg, apparently.
I need to be patched up.
I'm getting out of here. getting out of here. I'm taking the long way round towards the Clear Sky base, which should be
I need a med kit.
this way and relatively easy to reach. Because I need meds. Two blasts from this and it didn't kill the zombies. Two. Two blasts from this and it didn't kill the fracking zombies. Okay, I can go that way. No healing, absolutely none, right? We'll get an epinephrine shot ready, but... Okay, that's bandits over there. That's safe, for me at least. Thankfully, it's not renegades, and so I'll have some cover, and maybe some of them will have a medkit or something. If I remember correctly, bandits and renegades aren't friends. Like, not even, right? Not even. Bandits consider renegades to be humans. Well, completely
Чё, крутой, да? Убери волыну.
out there. Okay. You know what I like to think? I like to think that these shots firing, like you hear right now, being fired, they're still fired towards me.
Ну, типа я слушаю.
Okay. I need to check if any of you have anything to sell. Any kind of medkit, anything will help. Please. Because at this point I am bloody desperate. I've got these advanced tools and I need to save them. But I'm not sure how. Okay, we need to get to the campfire over here and the... What is this place even called? Fishing hamlet. Going from here to the fishing hamlet shouldn't be that big of a problem. Just depends on who's in the fishing hamlet. Ideally nobody, right? Oh shoot, I just forgot there could be loaders at the Clear Sky base. I'm not through the woods yet. In fact, I'm nowhere near out of the woods. Well, and given the fact that there's nobody at the fishing hamlet is... I mean, it's, how do I put this? It's a thing. It means something, I'm just not sure what. Clear Sky, okay. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for the ability to sprint rather quickly with this armor that I have. Not so grateful for the fact that I will just be gunned down by even the lowliest of loner weapons, and you can see the problem. I have invisible walls already. all over the place. There's a loner.
Бегом!
Save, and if I accidentally shoot one of the clear sky guys, I will save scum. Not because I'm gonna die and you know, there's no way of going back, but because it'll mess up the whole game. Like, I'll never be able to get any of the quests done for them. It'll just be hell. Part of me is really hoping that was it. That there was two loners. That I shot both of them. And that there are no more. The other part of me is really looking forward to the day where I'm no longer hostile towards loners.
С возвращением, друг.
Because that will happen. Just, you know, not quite sure when. Okay, well actually, sorry, I forgot to check. Ammo for my gun, no. None.
Доброй тебе дороги.
Gonna assume it's clear and live with that decision.
Я со своей пушкой никогда не расстанусь. Днем в руках держу. Сплю, она у меня под боком. Я с ней, говорю даже. Ну и пускай думают, что псих. Она мне, может, 1000 раз жизнь спасла.
Something down there, I can't quite get it. Okay, where's the other guy that I shot? Yeah, he was just enjoying his drink over here, wasn't he? Sorry about that, but it's not like you wouldn't have shot me had the situation been reversed, although I do wonder whether I can sell this gun. I mean, I can try and sell it.
Здорово!
Здоров. Don't really need food. I need medication, so.
Говорить, наверное, не умеем.
Is it a blowout? A psi storm? It's a psi storm. It's another psi storm? That's like less than 12 hours since the other one. But, at any rate. I need medical assistance. I actually don't. I have that worked out for myself, sort of. To some extent. What I need is both of these medkits and ibuprofen. For 9,000, Jesus. But this is a good spot to end the video because the blowout's going to last for a while. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you all next time. This has been intriguing. Truly, truly intriguing. The military are a bunch of arseholes. And fighting them is complete and utter BS. Although, I think I did kill most of them at this bridge, so we're going to see if I can pick up a few more tasks from here. If I can see that right now. And then afterwards... yeah, eliminate the bandit threat. See, I can't do that. But I can kill the mutant for you. And then maybe do a few fetch tasks later down the line. But at any rate, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video and want to stay tuned with the rest of the series and the rest of the content I produce here on the channel. Also help out a ton. And see you next time. Have fun, take care, bye-bye.